Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. It is June the 16th of 2020. And so, welcome to number 5 of 6 for our HR Fireside Chats for the second series. My name is Allison Nail-Malone of Malone Consultants Group, where we do think leadership differently. And my amazing co-host here as well, I'll have her introduce herself and we'll dive into our conversation today.
Hi, good morning. I am Tiki with HR & Co., where we just do end-to-end HR and people strategy. We kind of thrive on the chaos. You will notice today I'm not in the glam studio. I'm actually in the office, so I don't have all of my extra stuff with me. So I'm looking forward to today. So absolutely, this is going to be straight, no chase, the real. So I'm looking forward to our discussion today.
Yeah.
Maybe just to kind of tee you up, Allison and I wanted to do something a little different. Obviously, we know as leaders, sometimes we step into something with a planned agenda. We have intent and purpose to execute on that. But as we've been talking the last couple of days, we just felt like, you know what, let's stop. There's a lot going on as relates to COVID. There's a lot going on in the world related to social justice. There's a lot that companies are doing to engage with their diverse talent, specifically in the African American or Black community, whatever word you want to use. And we've just seen a shift. I think just today, Capital One announced Juneteenth, first time ever, that they're letting employees off. They're going to recognize the holiday. So that is huge. So we just figured we'd stop, pause, and let's just really have a discussion like what's going on? What do you need? What are you hearing? And let's just have some chat. Alice, I don't know if you have anything else you want to say.
Just that one, no PowerPoints today, everybody. Y'all
Yeah.
excited? But I just wanted to read a quote because, as you know, most of the work that I do is centered around your mindset as a person, as a leader, as an influencer. And this is really a time of transformation and revolution in many, many different ways. And George Bernard Shaw, just a long, long time ago, author, wrote this. He said, "Progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything." And so we've talked about, you can have this list of to-dos, things that you can mark off, books you can read, webinars and workshops you can attend, and all of that information is awesome and it's great. Yet, if the mindset cannot lead the way with that change, it doesn't happen. And if it does happen, it's not sustainable and it's easily swayed. So, really, we just want to have conversations today. We want to brainstorm with you. We want to just hear your voice. But we're going to be transparent and authentic in our share as well. But Tiki and I have done a lot of information sharing, and for those of you that'll be watching the replay, we'd love to hear from you as well. And we've gotten some great feedback on, what these conversations have set forth for us. How it's made you think differently, how it's made you do these processes, create processes that never existed, how to follow up and create policies and procedures and processes that are inclusive, and really think beyond the reactionary. And so we'd love to just hear from you today, kind of what's going on in your teams, your organizations, within yourself about what's happening in our world today.
Yeah, and so maybe before we open up the floor, and we want to hear from everybody today, I will say talking about COVID, talking about the social injustice, it is a nasty, ugly, sticky topic. And whether you are an ally or a person that's directly impacted, we all have a thought, a feeling, a perspective, an idea, and we want to create the safe space to do that. And if for some reason we're talking today and it is not appropriate to share this video, we most definitely will honor our conversation here today because it is what it is. So I'll get started, and then I'll
Hey,
just go ahead. I'll
Tiki, I
get
was just going
started.
to say, you know what I think what we'll do is so that we can create a safe space. I'll just stop the recording
Yeah,
here and
yeah.
we'll just share this first portion with our audience, and then you and I can record like a closing.
Okay.
Because I think it's not appropriate if we're going to share stuff that's going
Yeah.
on in our organization as leaders. We probably don't want to have that out in the public. So I'm just
Okay.
going
Cool.
to stop the recording.
Thank you.
All right, go ahead.
So, um, today you didn't get a chance to see behind the curtain because the conversation was so heavy, and we decided to create a safe space for those that joined the call today to share their stories, share what they're experiencing, and most importantly, um, what's the change that they're going to lead in their space. Today was very heavy for me and personal because I got a chance to share with others what I'm thinking, feeling, doing. And it was just a time to let out, let go, and to move forward. So I'm going to say a comment. I'm going to turn over to Allison to close. Many organizations are taking actions to talk about COVID, to talk about social injustice, to talk about what they're going to do to change. And as your partners, we're here to help you. We have some co-created materials. We're hosting fireside chats. We have experienced faculty that can help bring a different lens and a conversation to the table. So I am choked up just by what I heard. I've had my tissues, and I just appreciate people listening and responding, because even as an HR practitioner and professional, as a leader, as a person, I need to be able to do that outside of the four walls of my home or overburdening my close network of friends all the time. So, Allison, I appreciate you letting us go off script, go off the agenda, because I think it was very impactful today. And that's all I have to say.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really want to encourage those of you that'll be watching this portion of our conversation to go back and consider first just acknowledging how you're feeling. Just really get in touch with how you're feeling about what's happening today and to not judge yourself and just to acknowledge where you're at. The next thing I encourage you to do is to educate yourself. And the next thing is to, along with that education, is to find the trusted resources. This is through individuals that you know, like Tiki and I, and what's up on the screen right now are part of that faculty that are masters in this type of education, type of resources, and then most importantly, once you move through all that, is action that you have to take. This is not a time to sit and be quiet. It's not a time as organizations, not to sit and be quiet as organizations, not to sit and wait and see. This is a time to step up and take action and get it right. And when we don't get it right, we acknowledge it and get it right. And so this is where Tiki and I and the team of people, we have a deep network of experts that are here to support you as a leader, as a facilitator of conversation, and as an organization. What we are here to do is to help support you to make sure that it happens, and so that it's not completely on you, and so that you don't get fatigued and overwhelmed, because we need you to be in that leadership role on a sustainable, actionable way, and utilizing Tiki and I as that resource to help make sure that happens, because it's organizations that will change and shift our environment and our world. This is where most people spend their energy. It's where a lot of attention is centered around, and it's critical as a leader, one, to acknowledge where you're at, acknowledge where your organization is at and where your team is at, and then start to design an accomplishment plan that'll move you, your team, and your organization forward. And so I'm going to really encourage you to take 24 hours to commit to what am I going to do and how am I going to do it. The conversation today was real. It
Mm-hmm.
was from 100% from the heart.
and it was a safe place to do that. So that's why we didn't record that piece of it. And I encourage you to find that space as well. If you don't have that space, Tiki and I are here to help facilitate that space. And of course, if it's not us, then we know the right people to make that happen.
Right. Well, gang, Allison, I really appreciate you and all the work that you're doing with your scholarship, coaching, helping leaders, social advocacy, mental health. We're multipliers and we will continue this work. And I'm glad I have a partner and ally in you.
I'm so grateful for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get emotional, so I'll wait.
Bye, y'all. That's how real it
This
is.
is how it goes. All right, y'all. We'll see you
Bye-bye.
next week, Tuesday, June 26th or
Yes.
23rd.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye, everyone.